You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Welcome to another episode 32 of the We the Fans Network podcast. As usual, I'm Ron, reporting out of Staten Island, New York, standing 5'9". No. You could follow me on Twitter at WeTheFans_Ron, and you could follow us on our social media pages at We the Fans Network on Instagram and on Facebook. And fighting out of the blue corner, Mike, what's going on?
How we doing, guys? Pleasure to be here. Boop, there it is on Twitter, and Boop went to Dynamite on Instagram. Go Braves.
And tonight's special guest referee out of
Yeah, because it would be a fair fight.
Des Moines, Iowa. No, because because I wasn't going to do three people. I wasn't going to do three people.
Twitter, at Live with Boomer or at TCBBB.
A lot's happened since the last show. By the way, I should have also said that if you are watching the video, you could also find the social media pages right there. There it is. So follow us there. Also, no, right above you, Mike, actually. You could also check out our other podcast. Me and Boomer both have different podcasts other than this one. Go check out the Boomstick podcast. That's Boomer's. And you could also check out Rebound with Sound and follow us on social media to hear more about that stuff also. But let's get into it. A lot's happened in the past week since we've done the last show. The Toronto Raptors are NBA champions. We'll start there. I think we all had the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Thoughts on how it all went down?
It was great because the underdog won, but with two big injuries to Clay and Durant, it kind of wasn't a fair fight. Not that it was to start, but congratulations to Toronto, and hopefully they can retain Kawhi Leonard and he doesn't go drift off to like the Lakers or the Clippers.
We'll get to that. But I'm with you. The underdog won, but for a team that was put together of all-stars to lose two of those all-stars is huge. Any team that would lose two of their five starters in general in the NBA Finals, that's huge, especially when they were down already. So the Raptors won, but they didn't play the full-strength Warriors, and not that there should be like an asterisk or anything like that, but it is what it is.
I'd throw an asterisk on it. They would have got swept otherwise. I just don't think that they're very good. The fact that the Warriors could even compete with them, even when it was just Steph, is bad. So to me, I don't even care. I'm glad that the media gave no respect to the Raptors. Nobody's even talking about them. Nobody talked to them about them right after it happened. I think nobody gives them any respect, and that sucks to be the Raptors. Everyone's
just focused on Kawhi. That's right. That's all anybody cares about now is Kawhi. Free agency already started. Anthony Davis is on the move. Smooth transition there. You like that? Anthony Davis to the Lakers. And actually, that deal isn't even finalized yet. From what I was reading before, the Lakers are actually trying to renegotiate the deal a little bit. They're doing everything they can. And they are desperate to open up another max contract slot. It's being reported that the only people that they want on the roster from last year, before when free agency starts, are LeBron James and Kyle Kuzma. That's it. Those are the only two guys they want.
Well, mostly everybody else is on one-year deals, so I hear they want to bring back Rondo. So
listen, you can't do it. You're not going to be able to achieve that without moving Kyle Kuzma. They don't want to, but no way they're going to get that third contract unless they move him. And they want to make deals for second round picks. And I don't think it's going to happen. Listen, they'll sign if they can get the max money for the third guy. Bring in whoever, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, fill in the blank. They will get a ton of veteran guys that will sign for the minimum to win the championship, just like LeBron did in Cleveland.
In Miami.
Excuse me. It's going to happen again.
But
you have to wait for the other dominoes to fall.
So, your opinion, is Jimmy Butler worth a max contract with what's been going on with him the past 2 years?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't either.
Absolutely. Harrison Barnes turned down a $25.1 million player option to hit free agency. And you know what, Ronnie? I hate to say this, but I got a real freaking feeling the Knicks are going to throw a ton of money at Harrison Barnes. I hope I'm wrong.
I believe you.
He ain't worth it.
But listen, there's no way in hell he turns down $25.1 million.
Because they have to do something.
He doesn't know he's getting
they're going to offer.
Close to it.
They're going to offer Durant too. I still think they're going to go after Durant.
Two mistakes.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll get to that too. So let's go back to the other thing you said before that I said we would get back to, and that was Kawhi Leonard to the Lakers. So from what I've heard, he does not even want to go there. And right now, that it's really between the Clippers and the Raptors. That's what I had read.
He's from Cali, so I could see him going to the Clippers for sure.
I think he doesn't want to go to the Lakers because I don't think he's a super team guy.
He won 2 championships.
Okay, how though? Growing up in the Spurs system, and then went to Toronto and made that team a championship team by himself.
Maybe he doesn't want to do
it. Listen,
the third wheel.
Not just by himself. Kyle Lowry is there. Obviously, they have some really good players, but they weren't a championship team before Kawhi Leonard got there. They weren't even close. So
he brings a lot to the table.
Yeah, 100%. So I don't think he wants to. What is that?
I was just mocking Boomer.
Oh, I know. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, I don't think he wants to go to the Lakers. I believe that. I don't think he wants to go to a super team.
I'd love for him to come to New York. He would be awesome.
I don't think that's going to happen either.
Awesome. I think the fans would love him.
Yeah, I think so too. But I don't think that's going to happen. So speaking of the fans in New York, I don't know if you guys saw, but I had commented on a video on Sports Illustrated Instagram page from the We the Fans page. And it was, Mike, I don't know if you remember who Robin Lundberg is.
I met him.
Did you?
I know him, yeah.
Well, you don't know him. You know him?
Well, I don't know him, but he's actually from him and Ryan Rucco I met.
Yeah, right. And they used to do the show together.
Which one lives in my area?
Either one of these people are.
For those of you who don't know, including Boomer, Robin Lundberg used to be a radio show host in New York, like a late night, overnight show.
So he sucked.
Rucco and Lundberg.
Yeah, Ryan Rucco was his co-host, right. So now I guess he works for Sports Illustrated, or he was just on one of their shows or something. They posted a video of him saying how Knicks fans are putting all this pressure on R.J. Barrett, and that he basically they're putting the future on him, and that they shouldn't be doing that, and that he's not going to come through, and blah blah, all this other stuff. And I responded with, "There's no real Knicks fan is putting anything in Barrett at all. Our whole plan for the offseason blew up when they didn't get the first pick, and then blew up again with the KD injury. Knicks fans have no expectations right now. Right now, they don't expect R.J. Barrett to be great or not. Like, everybody wants him now that we have the third pick. We'll take, he's a good player. But to say that the Knicks fans are putting the future on R.J. Barrett's back, I think was one of the dumbest things. And for him being a guy from New York, I just thought that was just a horrible and just a really stupid take.
He's a big Knicks fan, though, and I kind of agree with it. You're not drafting somebody at 3 to be okay, when you're ready in 2 or 3 years, we want you to be the guy. You have to be the guy, especially when you look at the Knicks roster. It's not like they have a guy where he can just kind of come in and be Robin. He has to be that man.
Robin
R.J. Barrett
Lundberg?
can never be that guy.
That's a problem.
That's
a problem.
You don't have any other options. You still gotta get a bunch of good players.
I agree.
He's good. He just isn't gonna be anything great.
But he'll always be the Knicks, third pick.
Right. But nobody's expecting him to come in and take over the franchise and lead the franchise. That's what I'm saying. He's not. Nobody's expecting him to. If it was Zion Williamson? Different story. Completely different story. All the pressure would be on him, no matter what free agents they brought in here. But Knicks fans are really looking at R.J. Barrett as a piece, not as the piece. You know what I mean? We're not putting our future on R.J. Barrett. We're putting our future on what we could put together with all this max contract money that we have, and now with the third pick. But the original plan blew up. Knicks fans have no expectations. My friends are diehard Knicks fans, and you read online on Twitter and everything. Nobody has an expectation. Nobody is putting everything on R.J. Barrett's back. I just thought, for a guy who was a New York radio host and just talking about basketball, it was just a stupid take. I thought it was just stupid. I just thought it was dumb. That's why.
Sounds like most of New York media.
Oh.
Well, Boomer,
easy.
hold on. I wouldn't be able to have a comeback for you because nobody listens to Iowa radio.
Why would you? You know what? Nobody listens to any local radio. It's national.
Not true.
Radio.
Yeah, but New York City is...
Some New York...
New York
yep.
is a lot different than Oklahoma.
Dude, it's not Boomer, it's not dial radio anymore.
Listen to New York radio. I'd
Not true.
Like Colin Cowherd and all those guys.
Not true.
I wouldn't care less.
You know how I know you're wrong? You know how I know you're wrong? Because on those shows, people from all over the country call because people aren't just listening to them on it's not 1983 with the dial and the radio anymore, Boomer.
You're like this with the antenna.
There's apps.
Service.
There's apps and phones that you could listen to whatever you want on them. They have that now.
Who's calling from wherever? It's old New York people who have now.
Not true. Not true. Not true.
Nobody cares about New York fucking media at
Dude.
all.
Okay. The WFAN morning show, Boomer and Gio in the Morning, is a local New York radio show that is televised nationally. And they get people all over the country calling all the time that are not from New York. That they get dudes from Georgia calling from Georgia.
I mean, he doesn't talk anything local. And probably Boomer and Gio don't talk.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They only talk, bro. They only talk local. They talk Yankees, Knicks, Mets, Rangers.
New York's good at nothing.
But why wouldn't you want to know the details about your favorite team?
Oh man!
All right, so you want to get into New York? We can get into New York. Let's talk some.
I'm not into local radio at all. I don't like listening to Des Moines talk about Iowa football. I don't care. I like national shit. I don't like anything local ever. I think it's dumb.
Really,
it's always biased and two terrible takes. It's what it is.
Really, I don't like national radio because most national radio are the same guys who have the national TV channels like the ESPN, the Fox Sports, and it's the same people.
You're getting fed what to talk about.
But no, I mean, I don't mean it's the same people controlling the content. I mean, it's literally the same people. You listen to ESPN radio or you watch ESPN, you're getting Scott Van Pelt. You know what I mean? No matter what.
I don't watch ESPN at all. Yeah,
it was an example.
I mainly listen to Dan Patrick in the morning, and then I listen to Colin Cowherd after that, and they're completely opposite of each other.
And they both suck. Why do you listen to them?
What?
I like Patrick. I don't like Cowherd.
Dan Patrick's okay. Colin Cowherd's the worst.
Colin Cowherd is the most listened to radio broadcast in America.
Because he's like a shock jock for sports.
Right, exactly.
He just says stuff to get a reaction. He doesn't.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better. Mike, say it again, as a matter of fact.
So all New York media.
Shock jock for radio.
Yep.
That's it.
Colin Cowherd, shock jock.
Just like Skip Bayless.
I don't agree with everything he says, but he's
Stephen A. Smith.
knows a lot of shit before it happens, and he's right about a lot of shit. I'll tell you that much.
Mike Francesa. No, actually, he's just a moron. He's not even a shock jock.
Yeah.
He just can't control
I
himself.
Hear anything about that guy. He's so far off from reality.
Yeah.
He's like Stephen A. Smith, but an old white dude.
No, he's worse. Stephen A. Smith plays a part. Mike Francesa is Mike Francesa. That's not. He's not playing.
Yeah, I just think that's who he is. Exactly right.
Yeah.
I met Stephen A. Smith too.
It makes it worse.
Boomer, he wore basketball shorts to a private golf course.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I met all of them. I met Golick, LaGreca, Michael Kay, Rucco, Lundberg, Steve Butchercross, Stephen A. Smith.
I like Butchercross.
Shoot. I forget the rest of them. What's the other one? He was a popular one. It'll come to me in the middle of the show. I don't know what to say. But anyway, they're all cool except for Michael Kay.
Really?
Super douche. His head, first of all, is like this.
Yeah, they call him Big Head.
It's the largest head. I mean, I have a big head, as you can see. His head makes mine look like a...
Mike, did you just vote?
To a watermelon.
You know what just happened, right?
Yeah, we heard that before. We'll wait to see him.
What do you mean you heard that before? I've made them
But
before.
you're going to make GIFs. Oh, they're going to say you're going to make a GIF out of
I
it.
am.
Yeah, just like the other ones that I haven't seen.
Yeah, but but this one I'm going to write down when it happened.
Gee, thanks.
I just looked at the time,
Okay.
see? All right, so let's get back to important things. As a matter of fact, the most important thing. Your first place in the AFC East, New York Yankees. Okay? First of all,
AFC East.
Yeah,
in the AFC East, I'm sorry, the AL East. You know what?
Where are you going
Hold
with
on.
this?
I'll tell you what.
Combine both your teams.
I'll tell you why that happened. That was a major flub there, AL East. But why that happened is because I went to the Yankee game Sunday, and Daniel Jones, and I know that's not AFC, but I just had NFL on the mind. Daniel Jones was there, and they showed Daniel Jones on the screen, and the whole stadium booed the shit out of him.
They should. The guy's gonna suck.
That's horrible. No, they shouldn't.
I did.
It's not his fault.
I did. I
That's
booed him.
horrible. He's a human being. You guys are the worst.
I'm not a Giants fan.
So sensitive.
And refs.
It's unbelievable. This is what happens when you have kids. I never want to have kids. Like,
Just, I
it's
mean,
so
come on, man.
I'm not a Giants fan, bro. That's what somebody said online. Somebody online was like, New York fans are ridiculous. They shouldn't have booed him at the Yankee game. And I wrote back to them, what do fans booing Daniel Jones at Yankee Stadium have to do with anything? That's thousands of people.
It's a class of fan that are there originally.
That's thousands of people that aren't necessarily Giants fans. I'm not a Giants fan, so I booed him. They would have put any.
That's the spirit.
You know what I mean? Come on, you can't.
That's funny.
That's not New York booing him. That was Yankee Stadium booing him. That was the people who were there. That's not necessarily.
Technically, the Dolphins are facing the Giants this year, so you get a pass.
Technically,
He's a future opponent. Well, they're facing the Giants this year.
here
So in New York.
we definitely had this conversation already.
Yeah, the Giants
I don't think we have.
consecutive weeks. They
Got to go to that game. Oh right, they're playing back to back. That's right. Yeah.
back to back, so we'll go to either one.
Mike's not even going to be living in
What?
Mike's not even going to be living in New York anymore by that amount of time.
We'll see about that.
All right, we'll talk. We got to get
We'll
back
see
to the
about
show.
that.
But anyway, Daniel Jones was booed at the Yankee game. Lead into I was at the Yankee game Sunday, and Masahiro Tanaka pitched an absolute gem. 2-hit shutout, complete game. I never saw a complete game before by a pitcher in person. It's pretty awesome. 10 strikeouts. The guy was a monster. He was throwing off speed all night. From the first inning, we were watching it. I went with, for those of you that have been watching the podcast, you know who Zach is, and my father. The three of us went. And you might even know my father's voice if you watch the NFL draft episode.
He was the secret agent.
He was the secret agent in my ear. Yeah. That sounds so weird if you don't know what we're talking about. But yeah, we were at the game, and he was lights out all night. It was sick. He was throwing 81 miles an hour, going up to 90, going back down to 83, 84, staying inside. He was pitching beautifully all night. Cameron Maben had a great night. He's been on a tear the past 4 games. He's playing out of control. And they happen to now have the number 1 and number 2 leading home run hitters in the American League. Edwin Encarnacion and Gary Sanchez. And I besides booing Daniel Jones, by the way, just so you guys know how true to my word I am, I also booed Gary Sanchez. That's right. That's right.
It's Yankee fans for you.
No, me and Zach were the only ones. We were the only ones. We both hate him.
God.
Yeah, we both hate him. We both think he's lazy. We both want a catcher that can play catcher and not necessarily hit home runs. We could do without his home runs, but I'll take him. I mean, they didn't do much for us last year. Not him. Generally speaking, they set records with home runs last year, having over 20 from each spot in the batting order. First team ever to do that. But we didn't win a World Series, so I don't care how many home runs they hit. But sick game, awesome game. Yankees are playing out of control. They're on a 22-game home run streak. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I could care less.
I knew they hit like 18 or 19, and I just didn't follow up after that.
And Encarnacion hit his first home run yesterday as a Yankee. Stanton is back. I don't know what that... Oh, the Parrot? Is it the Parrot?
That's the most awesome home run trot there is, hands down.
And Stanton's back. Judge is coming back. We're almost at full health. Didi's playing great. Let's go. I'm ready.
Boomer, did you hear about this or no? Did you know?
I have no idea what the hell you're even doing.
So Edwin and Carcion,
it looks like you're holding on to the handicap stall shit bar.
Yeah, that's exactly the height. Okay, so imagine that height running around the bases. Every time he hits a home run, he does that, and he imitates a parrot being on his arm, and he's like a pirate, and he runs around the bases. Every single one of his home runs.
I don't get it.
Arg.
That's what he does. It's just his thing,
And
Fucking
now,
baseball.
by special request, this wasn't planned, but by special request, Mike, go ahead.
Oh, we're going to talk about Chris Paul and James Harden?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, we can get there, man boobs.
Oh, okay, we can talk about that. What are we talking about?
But first, on the night that Ronnie went to that baseball game and the Yankees had a nice experience at White Yard, the Braves beat up on the Mets 15-1. So, hottest team in the month of June.
Well, I believe the Yankees won today 12-1, so...
We're winning.
Not that impressive.
That's all that we do nowadays.
12-1. That's all you do nowadays? Now.
That's all the Braves do nowadays. 13 games over 500.
And then the Mets beat them the next day, 12-0.
What's that? Hold on. I'm being told, and then the Mets beat them the next day, 12. Oh wait, it was 4-0. Then there was a 2-run home run, and then it was 8-0. Huh?
Okay. They have an all-world pitcher.
Against DeGrom, but hold on.
We're still gonna win this series.
Hold on, but the Mets usually don't put up runs even for DeGrom. They lose games 1-0 when DeGrom pitches, so you couldn't even hold them. So
listen, a broken clock is right twice a day, buddy.
Depends on which way you look at it.
Team is a 50.
Put the genie back in the lamp, all right, Ronnie?
I need to look at something right now. And if I'm wrong, I'll be quiet. That's how you'll know.
Alright, so it's me and Boomer then.
Alright, so the Yankees have a better win percentage than the Braves, so I don't know what all this shit you're talking is about.
I think we played 2 or 3 more games than you. We have almost the same wins. If not, we're a game off.
46 and 27. That's 73. And 43 and 31. Yeah, you played 3 more games. 74.
It's
You played
a
one more game.
marathon.
You played one more game. You played one more game. Stop it. Played one more game. Just saying.
We'll count a win for today.
Just saying.
Sorry, Pops.
How do you count the win for today? Why?
Because we're gonna win.
What's the score?
It was 2-1 last I checked.
Yeah, and you're calling a win.
Braves.
Don't
first
touch
of all,
the money.
They're not ahead.
Don't touch the money.
They're the best team in all of baseball and come from behind wins. I'm never worried.
Touch the
I
money.
never scared.
Don't touch the money. Don't touch the money. Boomer, what do you got?
Sleep? Hey.
Welcome back.
I was just saying that we can talk about Chris Paul, James Harden, so we didn't have to talk any more about baseball.
So, is there really anything to talk about Chris Paul and James Harden? Because also on Instagram at We the Fans Network, I posted the Sports Illustrated, same people who posted the Robin Lundberg post, posted a picture of them two, and then wrote under it about that it was reported that they that their relationship wasn't salvageable, and light just went off. That was weird. That their relationship wasn't salvageable, and that basically they gave them an ultimatum. It's one or the other, right? Chris Paul commented on that and said, "That's news to me." So
well, there's been all kinds of stories. There's stories that they haven't. One will reach out to the other when they haven't talked in like 2 months. Then there was a story that Chris Paul didn't want to be there. And then he said that's news to me. And then another report came out today that Harden said you either trade him or trade me. So I don't know.
No, that's
very reminiscent of Shaq and Kobe.
True. That's true. I didn't think about that.
They won something.
Do either of them rap?
Probably. Who knows?
Well,
but I read
Shaq's pretty good.
that he would call it man boobs, and then Harden would say something like, "But you have enough money like to fix your hamstrings or something like that." So his go back to Paul was about his health, I guess.
That's it?
That's all. What else you got?
I don't know.
That Chris Paul sucks. He's one of the most overrated players in the NBA history.
No.
History?
Yeah, history.
That's a stretch.
2 Western Conference Finals ever. Never made it to the big game.
Team
Dude,
game.
I wouldn't say he's one of the most overrated ever. Nobody says he's one of the greatest ever. Like, I think he's...
Oh, yeah, there's lots of people that say he's one of the greatest point guards ever.
Who?
A lot of people say that.
I don't know if I've heard that.
I have.
When healthy, he can be a top 10 point guard in the league for sure.
Yeah,
But
yes, not ever.
Not healthy.
Not in history.
They might not say it lately because he hasn't played that much, but in his prime, they definitely said that.
Well, they were wrong.
I agree.
They were making projections and they were wrong. That's probably what it was. He was in his prime and they probably thought it was going to keep going or whatever, and he was projected for crazy numbers. Because there's no way in hell is Chris Paul considered one of the greatest point guards in history.
I think he's one of the biggest douchebags in history.
You know him personally?
Yeah, kind of. I was there at the banana boat cruise.
Oh, God. I don't want to know.
It's always something on this show. It really is. It's always something. I got nothing else to add. You?
What?
I said I have nothing else to add.
If they have to pick one, they keep Harden. That's all I got on that.
Yeah, of course they keep Harden.
Rat fell apart at the U.S. Open. Was going to make the cut and then went like 6 over in like 3 holes.
Don't worry about him. He'll be fine. I keep telling you.
Boomer, we have to see who won.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even looked at what my thing.
I know, like, I won $30, but, like,
so
we have to
Phil,
see what place
you had 2
hold on.
Which one did you
No, it's the same lineup. It's the same lineup. It was just 2 entries. One
Phil,
was a free entry, one
fill
was
the
a paid
people in of what the hell you're talking about. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I made a DraftKings lineup, and Boomer made one. Was it FanDuel, or did you do it on DK?
I did it on DraftKings.
DraftKings, and we just made a wager saying whoever finishes better.
Yours on DraftKings?
FanDuel, I think.
Different than mine.
Yeah, it's FanDuel, sorry. But whoever wins gets bragging rights, so I don't know.
I'm going to say you might have one. I haven't looked since.
I had like a 6th place, I don't know, 2 11th places, a 66th place, and like a 35th place or
so
something.
Iowa legalized gambling, but it hasn't gone through that I can use DraftKings yet. So that I forget that was a free entry, and then so I forget about it because I can never use it anymore until it gets passed through. I mean, it's been passed through, but it doesn't go into effect like in July. So I always forget to check it because I can't use it really.
I saw something today that said the NBA is going to be releasing like an app where you can make like real-time bets for the ending of like a fictional game. Yeah.
What do you mean a fictional game?
Like basically like a fictional game. Like you could bet
Like a
on
slot
a fictional
machine game?
No, like a basketball game.
Why would you ever want to bet on that? All they'd have to
I
do
don't
is,
know.
When you bet money, all they would do is just take the side that.
Exactly. See where the money is. See
No,
what side it's
I
on.
know it doesn't make
I
any
would never bet on
sense.
something stupid like that. That doesn't make sense. That's like playing blackjack on your computer for money. Like,
well, it's like playing a slot machine. You're just putting it in, and it's computer generating like the algorithm for the order they come out. Come on, Ron, you're better than that.
What?
You're better than that.
Better than what?
I'm even talking about something like that.
No, it's stupid. I don't understand. That's why I was bringing it up, because I never...
The NBA is the one behind it. I mean, the whole league is shit, so it makes sense that they'd make a shit betting thing.
Oh, my God. It would be cool if you could do it like possession for possession. Like you can do baseball with an at-bat.
Yeah, but it's fictional. That's
I'm
the dumb
saying in a
thing
real
about it.
game.
Yeah.
You can live bet basketball. I mean, but only spread and...
Yeah.
I don't know where I saw that.
I'm saying like possession. Will he make a 3-pointer, 2-pointer, free throw?
Yeah, but that game goes too quick to do that. Like, you would never have time to... Football, you can. Football, you can bet if it's a pass, run. But basketball, that's just way too much. Like, you would literally have to get that bet out in a second, come up with the line, and be gone in a second.
Maybe that's why it's a fictional game.
Like, just like a one-button bet. Like you can't sit and look and play with it. It has to be like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even just to make a line.
You can only do it during breaks. You can only do it during timeouts or commercial breaks. It's the only time.
Coming off of a timeout, maybe. Give you a little bit of time.
Yeah. All right. I think we're good here, right? Anybody got anything they want to add?
I'll be in Vegas in a few weeks, so
I'll be in Vegas in 2 months.
But, Hard Knock Raiders, here they come.
All right. Well, you could follow us on Instagram and Facebook at We The Fans Network. You could follow me on Twitter at WeTheFans_Ron, and listen to my other podcast listen to the other podcast. It's called Rebound with Sound. And Mike, say goodbye.
Bye. There it is on Twitter, and Boom Went to Dynamite on Instagram. Go Braves.
Boomer.
You can listen to the Boomstick podcast anywhere on iTunes, Spotify, which they're getting rid of iTunes, so I don't know what they're going to do. But other than that, you can find me on Twitter at Live with Boomer or at TCBBB.
I'm pretty sure it's going to have its own app. It's called Podcast or something like that. Or Apple Podcast, something like that.
They're subsidizing everything to its own category.
Yeah, Apple sucks. All right, peace out. Let's go Yankees. First place. Mike, you suck.
Ron's moving to Iowa.
Iowa? I ain't going to Iowa.
It's Colorado you are.
Colorado, yeah, not Iowa.
How you mow this corn?
All right, we're done, right? We're good?
Mow this corn?
Whatever. Whatever you guys do out there. Fucking mow it. Row it.
Goodbye.
Row it.
Mow this corn.